Hey, what is up, lovelies? It is Lynn the Gotcha Goblin, and today we are going to be talking about another all-out war. But not a war against each other, thank goodness. It is a war against a common enemy, and that is real men. Okay, let's go over this. So, there was a post made by Niche Gamer, which, the name is self-explanatory. They cover different niche games and give highlights to all of those games out there that are kind of trending in their own little communities. So when I did a little bit more research on them, they have quite a large following, okay? They have quite a large following with 165.1k followers. And when I was looking at the engagements on their posts, it seems like, they get pretty good engagement. It's not like it's super amazing. Wow, everything is 1k views or whatnot. But it just so happens that the post that gets the most likes, the most attention, is the post about Love in Deepspace. So the Love in Deepspace post, comparative to all of the other posts, get 9.6k likes, 2.5k bookmarks, 3.1k reposts, and probably retweets, and quote retweets as also, and also 385 comments. Now, this post says, Chinese mobile otome game Love in Deepspace adds a built-in period tracker. Your love interest will react to your period. Details below. Now, if you ask me, this right here is already kind of baity in terms of like what you could have talked about for Love in Deepspace, but the fact that they honed in on the period tracker seems to be specifically targeted towards getting attraction and getting attention, in the gamer space. Because as we all know, everybody assumes that most gamers are men, and if they see this photo of Caleb being yearny, and they see this little thing here that says period tracker, there's going to be a lot of engagement. And oh my god, the engagement on this post. So they made another little comment here. We're pro fan service here at Niche Gamer, and that goes for our female audience too. So they know that they're primarily gearing most of their stuff towards men, but the responses are crazy. Now, there's this person here who says, looks like more games should add this feature too, saying that it is the reason why Love in Deepspace has topped 1 in the gacha revenue, which I will make a video on the gacha revenue down the line after a few days, talking about my own thoughts about what's happening right now. And then, I have people saying, oh my god, weird, and then they're downloading it. And then you have, there are some men in these comments that are just absolutely the most idiotic, uneducated men in the world. And it is crazy. Then you have now all of these women who are kind of like defending the game itself and also being like, what are you talking about? So I don't know if I can find it right now. However, last night when I first saw this article, when I was going through the comments, men were accusing us of being absolute gooners because there was a period tracker in the game. And all of the justifications of these women who are commenting at them, they'll be like, how could you think that having a period tracker is gooning? Like, it is not gooning at all. It's here. So, over a period tracker, and we get called gooners. Mind you, almost every game have women with engorged breasts and tiny waists for men's pleasure. Now, let's just look up the definition of what a gooner is, guys. Now, I was under the impression that gooners was just like a playful term that you'd call people, in the gaming space. I understood the meaning, kind of. I never looked up the definition, okay, but I understood the general idea of what a gooner was. But when you look at the definition on Urban Dictionary, it's a male who watches corn all day while pleasuring themselves. People who might be gooners is Equinox, JVZ. Who are these people? I don't know who those are. WTF is a gooner. Gooning is a form of playing with oneself, involving edging for a long time before exploding. A gooner is simply one who goons. So, that is what all of these men are accusing us of. Because there's a period tracker in Love and Deepspace. Guys, they just saw the picture of a guy who looks a little bit, he without understanding the story, without understanding who Caleb is as a character, you would assume from that photo, okay, that he might be one who is more subby than somebody who is more dominant. And of course, males like to be portrayed as dominant individuals. We can get into the conversation about male gaze and female gaze and whatnot, but it just, for men to see a character portrayed in that way, that photo is taken of Caleb, it is not the ideal look that a man should have in a man's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna immediately assume that this is sussy game, 100%. Everything is sus about it. Let's just find some of these comments here who may be confused about what it means to have a period tracker. Oh my god, there's some people like, I can't with these incels and calling out female players that periods are perverse. A period track is not something pervert. It's more like a tool. It's useful for doing plans and for health reasons. Reading the comments, I'm losing hope in men of this generation day by day. In 2025, men still think periods is weird. Man, it sounds like most men don't know that women usually use period tracker to apps to keep track of their periods. Oh my god, men are so effing dumb. That's horrendous. Did players ask for it? And then they are respecting women while men are being outmaneuvered. Yep, by pixels, man, by pixels. There's this one guy, his name is Richard Ricard. He says I don't have ovaries. Like, okay, I guess that's a valid point. Then we have Michael Chen here, who says male market is split between multiple games, while female market is absorbed by this game alone. In 2-3 years, there will be more game like this, and the female market share will be splitted too. I mean, valid point, but I don't see what that has to do with the post itself. And then, bro, like, who are you? Has the audacity to say, hello, the gooning is off the charts here. There are 16 replies to that. I'm not even gonna open it. I don't think the average young guy is ready to handle the knowledge of how deep zoomer chicks are getting into apps like this and character AI. Oh god. Alright. And then somebody says, please don't ever talk to women, thanks. Men have been outgooned. Bro, you're not even... Okay. It's not even... Okay, this guy is the most offensive out of all of them, to be perfectly honest. And people who cry gooners for us liking Zenless Zone Zero and Nikke. When this game has an entirely playable softcore sex scene and now a effing period tracker. Those who call us perverts for liking the female form can't call us out because I know what you guys are playing. There are so many things that I could say to this, but let's just go through his Twitter, shall we? So this is the individual who made such a interesting comment, right? First things first, I'm the guy who asks. Hags, giant effing robots, 3D girls, VTubers and stuff, mostly NSFW. Guys, we just bros faced. Okay, nice. And then, oh, what do we have here? Pictures of the female form. Fantastic. And do you see a commonality in all of these? Tiny waists, big gigantic jugs. Yeah, VTubers. Okay, fantastic, broski. I really don't think somebody like him should understand or know what Love in Deep Space actually has. And it is quite aggravating that he has 184 likes, because that just shows that men really don't understand what we actually go through during our period. And then somebody says, we have been outgooned, quote. And it is just the want to have someone care about your health and spoil you while you're on your period, and probably emotional and in pain because of cramps. Oh yes, so much goon material. Like, honestly, like, this is why some men, like, I'm not saying all men, okay? Definitely not all guys are like this, but jeez Louise, it is crazy how uneducated men choose to be about females. And I cannot say all men, because I have friends, all right, I have friends who have asked me, like, what is a period? What does it actually, like, feel like? Why does it hurt? How come everybody complains about it? And all of these guys, you know, have asked me, and they were interested in learning and educating themselves because they wanted to know how to take care of their future girlfriends. And I'm like, isn't that supposed to be like the sensible thing to do? Isn't that supposed to be, you have access to the internet, you know? You can educate yourself about what a period is and how it does not relate to gooning whatsoever. How are you supposed to goon, okay, when you are in pain because of cramps, all right? Oh, wow. And then, you know what, I respect this comment. Why the F is everyone freaked out about this? The game is aimed at women. Of course, it's gonna cater to what they want in every way possible. Nothing wrong or weird with that. Thank you for saying that. I just also hope that you know that, you know, period trackers are not goon material, guys. It ain't goon material. It is pain, man. It is pain, and all we want is to be comforted, to be, you know, to have somebody who can take care of us in our time of pain that we go through in a monthly basis. Like, I am lucky enough that I don't have really strong period cramps, but there are some women out there who really struggle, man, and like, it's rough, okay? This is why more okay, I'm not advocating for underage torture or anything like that, but once you get into college and you take a mandatory health class or something in college, which I feel like there should be, they should all try one of those period pain electrocutey thingies that the guys take sometimes as like challenges. They should do that, so that way they can understand that this is not gooning, okay? This is pain. Oh my god. It is this, honestly, the what? Why is male-oriented gacha games lacking? Why is women-focused gacha on the next path to evolution, and barely any gachas for guys have marriage systems? Let alone zero breeding system. They gotta step up. This is on. I don't understand. What are you talking about? Okay. Anyway, that is that one guy. And then see, everybody is just talking about this individual here. Yehyung? I don't know how to say. Y'all are so effing stupid. Period tracker is not sexual. How are periods even sexual? Are you stupid? Then we have this super smart individual say, are you retarded? Periods are directly tied to women's reproductive cycle. It is very much inherently sexual. Oh my god. They're like, they can't be real. I fear it is. Men have been outgooned by Diho. Oh god. Guys, I literally cannot understand how people can immediately assume that period trackers are related to gooning. Okay, so we have this other person here saying, you have to wonder what men in the quote retweets and comments here perceived of periods, because it is infuriating to see something that could benefit women reduced to gooning. Such ignorance. No wonder real life women don't want you. Oh man, it is so true. It is so true. Gooner games according to men, and then you have all of these period trackers. Period tracking apps. Oh my god. I genuinely I genuinely find it so sad. Gooner game, and it is something made to comfort women during their their worst time, and destigmatize period, something that many men think it's gross and shame women for having normal body function. The same even posts in-game article educating girls about their period. Yeah, so there is actually an in-game post. If you guys haven't seen it, it's in the phone section, and then you know how there's like the moments. There's also like a section there where you can look at articles that you can send the guys, and this is the article that was posted in there. You can definitely check it out on your own time. I'm not gonna go through it right now, but it is so aggravating. The replies. Have you ever even been in a relationship like ever? Women like when guys take care of them on their period, as it's an exhausting and painful time for us. So seeing our significant other take care of us is such a sweet thing to witness. Are y'all okay? Like, it's not even about intercourse, it's not even about that. During our periods, we just want somebody to take care of us and to support us through the pain and through the how uncomfortable that we feel, because we also feel very low during those times. Sometimes we all think that we're ugly during our periods, and it is a uncomfortable, painful, feels very gross to sometimes go through, but it's something that we go through every single month. Some of us not as often as monthly, some of us have it like every other few months. It really depends on your body, but the fact that men don't know exactly how it works is crazy in the year of 2025, because there is the internet, like I said again. And I have run into some period I've run into some guys who thought that a period was like an IV drip that was just constantly dripping, Like, we're not asking you guys to wipe us, after we go to the bathroom or whatever. We're not asking you guys to hold a pool of blood in your hands. Like, I don't understand why you're getting disgusted by this. It's very frustrating, and I cannot be with somebody who does not understand the simple basic things about a period, and that is very frustrating. It just proves how dumb guys can be on the internet, 2, how lazy you are in educating yourselves, 3, how you view women in general. And it's like, who is gonna teach you, man? Like, you did not educate yourself. If your parents didn't educate you, then you didn't educate yourself, and the educational system here in the US probably failed you too. So that is that is my take on it. We all want, who we want? We all want guys who are like the male love interest in Love and Deepspace, but you gotta understand that the pixelated men cannot replace real men. We can't hold these pixels. We can hold them in our phone, but we can't hug them. We can't be with them. So you shouldn't feel insecure when you're compared to them, or if you see like a picture like this of Caleb, or if you see a picture of any of the love interests, you shouldn't feel insecure that, oh my god, these guys are like way more attractive. Why do women like playing these things? Look, women ourselves have stopped asking basically the general populace as to why men play games like Nikkei or all of those quote-unquote gooner games, because we just know that is just whatever, that is your fun time, that is for you, blah 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 blah, because at the end of the day, you're still left with a person-to-person interaction, and that is what really matters. And it's just, who the kind of guy that we want? It's like Lexi's husband, she always gets this question like, doesn't your husband get weirded out by Love and Deepspace? Only a very, very insecure man would be weirded out by Love and Deepspace and having it like being played by their significant other. And then she says, he just brought me my water and my iPad in bed and said, have fun with your boys. Like, come on, who doesn't want that? It's just it's frustrating. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand men in real life, and it is very disappointing. Okay, Well, that is pretty much it for this video. That was pretty much my rant also on guys. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are down below. It is insulting and devastating to know that men still haven't educated themselves in any way, shape, or form. Again, only some men, but the loudest men. You know, it's very, very sad. I am so happy to have friends who are not like this, because, you know, you should surround yourself with people who are not idiots, and I'm so happy my friends are not idiots. Okay, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I am Lynn the Gotcha Goblin. I cover love and deep space. If you want to subscribe to my channel, thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.